For its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Isaac Gorindo to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
So on the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Christian McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Purdy setting up that play action. Has a man downfield, it's Jennings. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing. Eddie Pinheiro sets to kick
now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Red 80. Reset.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. '49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play.
We go side. Inside.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
Red 80. Right side.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at 1st down here.
Right side.
Now an inside give to Walker. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold.
7-yard line.
Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
Yellow 80. Right side.
They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Hits his running back. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set to go now from the 35.
Get set. Up.
1st down throw by Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, here we go. Second down.
Get set. Get set. 18. 12.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down. Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Alpha's up. Yellow. Runner, Alpha's up. Up.
Third and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So fourth down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Reset.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8. So a nice pickup there. Second and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Second and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Set.
Running left. Here's Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a third and short.
Set. Reset.
Donald with a quick pass out wide. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Reset.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And that's incomplete. So we've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Backed up just a bit following the penalty. Here's first and 20.
Yellow 80. Go side. Red 80. Red 80. Reset.
Now Darnold off the play action. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Yellow 80.
A gain of 15 brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Go red 80. Yellow 80. Reset.
Throwing from the gun here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
We're going to set. Reset.
A pistol snap. Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Reset. Reset.
And again, it's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Yellow 80. Red 80. Yellow 80. Reset.
He's going to throw it again. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get their first points of this game just before halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Get set. Get set. Stop.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
We're going to set. Reset.
The 3rd quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
We're going to set. Reset.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
To throw, here's Darnold. He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So First down from the 41.
We go set. The lady, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Second and 3 now.
Set. The lady. Red 80.
Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Walker on second. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Go set. Right set.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Alpha's up. Yellow. 18. Up.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light, well, on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
18. Yellow. Up.
Back to the air on second. Purdy escapes out to the left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Get set. Get set. Final rounds up. Set.
Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Set.
Shaheed coming in motion left.
Reset.
Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
We go set. We go red 80. Yellow 80. We go red 80. Reset.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We go set. Go red 80. Reset.
From the gun, Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
10 more yards.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Red 80. Reset.
He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
Kate, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in 2nd and short, they decide to just move those chains.
We go set. Reset.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
It's a loss of 2.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Reset.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Reset.
He'll throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. From 37 yards in the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Into the hands of Kittle. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Alpha's up. Up.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back to McCaffrey on second down. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Here comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win.
For the 2-point conversion.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Side. Side.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Brings up second and long.
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is second and long.
Go side. Go red 80. Red 80. Right side.
Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Go 80. Go 80. Go red 80. Right side.
To throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got first and 10.
Go side. Go 80. Go 80. Red 80. Side.
Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
We go side. Red 80. Red 80. Red 80. Red 80. Yellow 80.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Motioning left is their running back.
Right side.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
At their own 41-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Hey, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports.